What's up, guys? I gotta tell you, I'm not liking this whole getting dark early shit. It's only like 7:30, and it's dark as hell, and the time hadn't even changed, so this sucks. But we gon' vlog anyway. So I've been getting asked quite a bit to talk about this whole New York City Range Rover motorcycle fiasco that has happened. As an avid motorcyclist, I guess people want to hear my opinion. And I want to say before I get into it that I don't watch the news on TV a lot. Or at all, honestly. So I did a little bit of research online today, so that's what my information. I knew what the basic story was, right? But I don't know what they've said online and TV, and I just read like a couple articles today. So my opinion will be based on that. So my overall understanding with this whole situation is a lot of people made a lot of stupid mistakes. I don't think there's any specific person or group that is to blame for it. I just think a lot of people could have made a lot better decisions as opposed to what they actually did make. So, problem one is the way the group of motorcycles were riding. I don't know how many bikes there were, but there was a lot. And when you're gonna ride in a really big group, you need to have really as much organization as humanly possible. My meetup I did a little while back ago, I put the thing out and did a little YouTube C2W meetup thing. I had 50 people there, and 50 motorcycles together is a lot of bikes. It's a massive group. But we kept it as organized as possible, and it turned out okay. I can't imagine how many people were in that group of bikes from the video that I've seen, but it had to be well over 50. Like, well over 50. They were taking up the entire road. And it's the way they were taking up the road that was just stupid. It was just everybody drive anywhere they want and that kind of crap. And that's just not how you ride in a group, you know? It's stupidly unsafe. People can motorcycles can just run into each other with everybody riding like that. You gotta have organization to ride into a big motorcycle group. I don't care what crew or what kind of guys you ride with. That's just a really stupid idea. So shame on the motorcycle guys for getting riding like that for one, just to start out with. Now, step two of the problem. From what I've seen on the video, the first thing that kind of happened was the bike cuts in front of the Range Rover, brakes, and a motorcycle can stop way faster than an SUV. Slows way down, and then the Range Rover taps his back wheel. He doesn't wreck because of it, but his back wheel gets tapped, and it should have. Because the dude looked back and his motorcycle started going at a significantly slower speed than it was previously. I don't remember if I saw his brake lights, but don't brake check an SUV that close to you. You know, don't do that. That's problem two. Okay, so now, I know I've hit on the motorcycle guys a lot, but it's gonna be even, I promise. Problem three is when the Range Rover first gets stopped by the bikes after he hits the wheel of the motorcyclist that was in front of him. After that happened, the dude tries to get in the Range Rover, I assume, and I guess that's when he takes off and just mows people down. He hit the dude and all that kind of shit happened. Well, I don't think you should react like that unless you're in immediate danger, and I'm pretty sure his doors were locked and the motorcyclist couldn't get in. Alright? That being said, if if somebody tried to beat my window open, that is when I would, if there was immediate harm getting done to my property or me, that's when you take like drastic measures and you do what you got to do. But when he initially does the running over of people, there's no immediate danger. He's, you lock your door and nobody's going to get in. When you just like all of a sudden just haul ass and run people over and stuff, that's where you escalated the problem way more for yourself. So don't react to a situation that potentially is not a problem. The dude could open up the door, be like blah blah blah, and sit there for a second, and eventually like a cop will show up or something. Just sit in your fucking car. So don't overreact in situations. That's a stupid idea. So the dude runs from the bikes, and instead of slowly going, and because let's be honest, a Range Rover is not going to outrun a motorcycle, especially through traffic. They can lane split. That's stupid. So don't speed off. Just casually drive off. Give yourself more time. Call the cops and just slowly drive down the road. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here and try to run away from the cops. It's like a cat and mouse game, because at that point they already hate you. If you run away as a motorcyclist, even if a fast car is on the road with me and he tries to like go fast and get away from me, it is my instinct as a motorcyclist to chase him. That is how that works. So don't try to flee from a motorcycle. Bad idea. Especially a big group of guys on fast bikes. They're all very quick. Don't try to run from them. Even the freaking supermoto could catch up with you. So it's obviously, there's a problem there. I'm going to skip over the second time they stop him and he like nicks a bike, because at that moment, when the motorcyclist ran up and pulled open his door, for whatever reason, it was unlocked. And at that point, you're in immediate danger. Your door is open and you have a guy that potentially wants to do harm to you. You drive the fuck off. You do what you gotta do. So I'm skipping that. Bad on the motorcyclist for even trying. I'm fine with intimidation if you got to, but you don't physically touch people's shit. Okay, so now for when the SUV finally gets stopped and the dude runs up, drops his helmet, picks it up and starts bashing on his window. What are you doing? What are you doing, you idiot? You don't do that to somebody's fucking car. If you're pissed off that the dude hit your bike, call the cops. This whole mob mentality, we're gonna take over the road and fucking do some work on somebody. What the hell, man? No, you don't do that. You just don't do that. It's a no-no in life. So yeah, the whole bashing on the window thing, the dude had a kid in the car, had his wife in the car. You don't bash on somebody. I don't know if they broke the back window, which is presumably where the child was. But if a dude is sitting there beating on a car window in front of a child, man, f*** you. I'm sorry, and I'm a motorcyclist, but man, f*** you. That's a child. That thing didn't do anything to you. Neither did the wife. So you need to calm the f*** down and take it up with just the dude, and don't bring anybody else in the situation involved. From what I read in the article, some motorcyclists got charged, and the vehicle guy is not getting charged with anything. Granted, he got charged with getting his ass beat, but he didn't get any legal charges. Like I said, I don't feel like any specific party was majorly at fault. I feel like they were all at fault. There were a lot of problems on both sides, but I don't think it's cool that that dude ran somebody over, caused a lot of personal damage to a lot of people's stuff. And I realized you got your ass beat, but you can't, it's not fair that motorcyclists got charged with something and you didn't. There's a guy that's in the hospital because of what you did, So that's not cool. I don't agree with that. And see my chase thing. Like, I see a BMW drive by me, and I'm like, should I follow him? Should I? Yes, I should. But I'm not going to, because that would be contradictory to everything I'm saying and hypocritical. So we'll not choose to do that. But yeah, that's what I feel about the whole situation. But you know, there's a lot of dumb mistakes in the entire situation. It was just a bad situation. It could have totally been prevented if a big group of motorcyclists just drive correctly. You know, I know there's no rule for motorcycle group riding, but it's kind of like unspoken rule shit. You know, you just don't do some stuff. And what they did was a big example of what not to do. You know, I don't really agree with this whole ride of the century style take over the roads thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it at all. You know, motorcycles are dangerous enough. We don't need to have people like that doing stupid shit and, you know, making it worse for everybody. I don't want to know how many, like, what the statistic is on events like whatever was happening in New York and the ride of the century. I promise you there have got to be so many motorcycle accidents because guys are just being stupid and getting all like full of themselves and going all around. That's just not cool, dude. You don't do that. You know, and I'm sorry as a motorcyclist I can't like, oh, the motorcycles were always right and they weren't wrong. It was the SUV guy's fault. It's freaking everybody's fault. There's a lot of people that do a lot of stupid stuff and some bad shit happen. It's what happens when you act retarded. So that's my opinion on that. I am curious to see what you guys think of the comments because this is a YouTube channel. One of my amazing things about this channel is I get to conversate back and forth with you guys. It's not a one-sided argument. So what do you guys think about the whole thing? Do you think the SUV was totally in the right, totally in the wrong? Where's your head at? And also, if you do comment, let me know if you ride or not, because I think that makes a big difference. You know, I'd like to know if you have that motorcycle mentality type thing going on that makes you think like that. So leave in comments what you think about the situation, and let me know if you ride or not. And I am gonna go drive around this beautiful city of mine and try to get home, do some stuff, and maybe eat because I'm hungry. I'm fat. Fat kids like to eat, so it's a fact of life. Fact of life.